So here's our first example then. Let's go ahead and solve this one. And we see, again, and this is kind of what we're expecting with this lesson, parentheses. Well, we can work with parentheses, just if we see them, we are expecting some distribution. So I'll be distributing this 3 into the parentheses. We'll need to remember that distribution is multiplication. So when I say distribute, I'm taking the 3 and multiplying it by the first term, 5y's. This is 3 groups of 5y's, which would be 15y's. And then we also have 3 times negative 5, which would result in negative 15. Okay, so that simplifies that left side of the equal sign. Don't worry about combining the 90 with it because it's on the other side of the equal sign. If we start working with the 90 and negative 15, we have to do this with principles of equality. The other thing too here at this point is do not combine the 15y with the negative 15. They're not like terms that you can combine them, so don't. So next, well, we should be expecting 2 more principles of equality to finish this. We got that negative 15. I want to just be able to take the 15y's and drop them. So to do that, I'm going to have to zero out the negative 15 by adding 15 to both sides. So this 15y now that we've dropped, the negative 15 zeroes out, and 90 plus 15 is 105. So one last principle of equality will solve this one so that we end up with just 1y equaling something. And again, it's a division principle of equality. To make that 15 and 1, we'll have to divide it by itself. But if we do it to one side, we have to do it to both sides. So now in my calculator, I take 105 divided by 15, enter, and I get 7. Now the last thing I'm going to do here is just say, well, is 7 actually the answer? Well, I'm going to take the y, I'm going to replace it with 7, and I'm going to see if that gives me a true statement. So in my calculator, 3 parentheses, 5 times 7, minus 5, close parentheses. I push enter, I see 90, it gave us a true statement. And now I know for sure that if you were to replace y with 7, you do get a true statement. That's my solution. So I'm going to keep that as a 1y. Some students prefer to make that a phantom 1. And if you do, that's fine, since you're doing it by hand. On the assignment, you won't have to do that. But I'm going to keep the 1 there, just so we know what we're actually trying to force to happen there.